Oh, that's not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted. I had this one chosen.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh.
This is too loud. Still too loud. Still too loud.
Oh. All right. Trash Talking Radio, Tuesday night, best night of the week, and I'm here pushing buttons.
I thought I was only...
Hold on. Trying to figure out what's going on. I know what's going on. It's just it's not going on in the right order. It didn't automatically do that. There we are. All right. Well, that was fun because... okay, so your headphones are working now?
Yeah, but they're too loud.
Well, adjust it.
Well, that's what you
Hold
took
on,
it from
hold on.
me.
I'm going to switch you back to number 2 because I don't know why you were number 3.
Because Ashley had my headphones at one
Okay,
time.
there. You're number 2. You need to adjust it to your...
Now I don't hear anything at all.
Well, number 2 is this one.
That's the one I was turning.
Oh. Okay, I guess you were there. I was turning number 3. I put you in number 3.
Now my 3 or 2?
2.
Okay.
Okay.
There, that's
I don't
better.
hear you, though. Talk.
Yeah, okay.
I still don't hear you. Talk.
Okay.
Well,
that's
okay,
weird.
the computer hears you, so that's the important part.
Okay, as long as the computer hears
I
me.
need to hear you, too. Check. I can hear me, but I don't hear... Oh, I know why I don't hear you. Hold on.
And I know
There you are.
There's something with Facebook, too, because I'm trying to have that second screen up like I do.
Okay.
And it's saying we're having trouble playing this video.
Oh, shoot. Well, let me take a look at the... I didn't get there yet. I didn't get to the calling of the channels. Let's see here. All right, we're going here. Come on. Let me have it. Just want to see which one's working, what's not working here. Because I had some changes that I did this week. And it's not doing it. Come on. Here we go. Hello. Come on. Okay, there's last week's show. Okay. Okay, come on. Let go. Come on. Because, I mean, I'm showing that it's streaming, so I'm showing that everything's working. And I just need to make sure. Come on. Computers, come on, you can do it. I don't know what's... Okay, I'll look at the other streams while I'm at it. Oh, that's not even working. It's not even showing me any streams either. Come on. Alright, we'll look at Twitch. Let's see if Twitch is there. Alright.
Well, like, looking on mine here...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's working fine, just not over here.
What is over there? What is that?
That was just a second screen that I opened that I have, like, the live feed up so I can watch the chat room.
You should be able to do that. You should be able to do that.
Let me do this.
Do it again. Cause,
yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm showing it's there. Okay, good.
Yeah, because Nietzsche even said it's working fine. He can hear us both.
Yay, yay.
So
that's something new there. It's somebody... All right, let me see here. Hi, Nietzsche. How you doing? Okay, now I'm getting everything together. Oh, it looks horrible up on the screen, though. Oh, I see.
Don't do this to me, computer.
But I think the... what is
it's
that?
doing again.
What's it doing?
Something went wrong. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Unless maybe it's because I'm trying to log into my I'm into my same account.
Hold on. Let me do something. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Takes an expert.
Then I'll do it this way.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Don't confuse me.
I didn't confuse you. You confused you. Hey, look at that big picture. Okay. Anyway, so it looks like the screen is Well, the reason the picture is not as good is because right before the show, somebody knocked
I'll
over...
admit I tried to blow up the studio.
Right before the show started, somebody knocked over the main light and broke my tubes for my lighting. So there's a weird shade that I can't really fix right now. So sadly, you have to deal with it. Okay.
Hey, I tried to make it better. You said that light was an issue,
Yeah, it's not
so I
anymore.
took care of the problem.
It's not an issue anymore.
I deserve a raise for that.
You'll get raised, all right. Now you have to pay a couple of them zeros back so I can afford to get more lights. Anyway, all right, let's see. It's all working, so that's the important thing. All right, so that's... Okay, I see Twitter's working. All right. Yep, we're working there on Twitch. And go back to our good old
Did you check
friends at
Instagram?
YouTube. I didn't do that. I haven't done Instagram
okay.
yet. I haven't figured that out yet because there's a couple things I'm thinking about. First off, my understanding is that in a couple months, we're not going to be able to go on YouTube anymore because they're not going to let us stream the way we were streaming. I don't know if that means that they're going to offer us another way to stream or if they're just eliminating live streaming. I haven't figured that out yet. I just read this on one of the user groups. And it may not even be true. I don't know. But, all right, good. We're on YouTube, so they can block us or take our stream off until it gets to be not current. All right, looks like all the streams are working, so now we can get on with the show and have some fun, hopefully. Now, I'm having problems with my mouse. That sounds like a personal problem, I know.
Maybe I should throw it down and break it too.
I think Trish looked at my mouse wrong, and it's
No,
not working.
Meech got it. He said I got mad because you called me Twix instead of Trish. It's Twix.
Twix. Twix are for rabbits. Silly.
No, Twix are for twigs.
Oh, silly rabbit. All right. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, so, yeah, some of the things were missing, and I don't know where they went, so I can't figure it out, so we're just going to fly by the seat of our pants, which is not abnormal for us. Even my intro didn't... I skipped my intro. I mean, I did about the first countdown, 5, 4, and then it jumped to the middle, because I pushed a button that wasn't supposed to do that. I am going to do something new on YouTube, though, because I found a program that will let me skip commercials, and I'm
But
sure...
what if it goes away?
What's that, YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, we'll still use their content, because they have a lot of content.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm going to start a new series called Storytime.
yeah,
not-
because
not this week.
Nietzsche was asking, he goes, what is YouTube problem? And I'm like, they censor everything.
They take the clip off for approval and all that stuff, and then they give us the clip back 2 years later when it's not current. And I just, it sucks. Hi, Paul. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. And so it's just kind of, if they're not going to play with us, we're not going to use their streams. I mean, it's not that it will make any difference to them. They will keep going without us, and I'll... if they're not going to put my stream up for a year and we're current events, or 2 years, we're current events, it's not very current. And a lot of the stuff is stupid because it's like movie clips that they catch us for, and I would think the theaters approve the stuff. It just takes them a long time to approve them. It takes them 2 years sometimes to approve a clip.
Right.
And by then, the clip is not even a current clip. So what good is a movie clip if they're not going to let us play it? And they take the whole show off because of a movie clip.
Well, that's just because they're jealous that they don't like your review. They'd rather have their own, and, well, whatever.
When have I given a bad review?
You haven't. Well, there was a couple that you just didn't
It's
think...
rare. It's rare.
Very. And since we haven't been to movies in,
Yeah.
what, 2 months, 3
Yeah.
months?
I did see that one movie I wanted to see that you didn't really want to see. The Hunt.
Oh.
The one with the pig. And the people
Oh.
getting shot. I actually liked the movie. It was funny. It was considered a thriller, but when I watched it, I thought it was a comedy thriller because they were doing so much stuff that was funny that they.
I probably would have watched it, but I don't know.
It was a little gross, but it was. I really liked the movie overall. I thought it was
okay.
funny.
Remember, I sat through some of these already. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I think it wouldn't be your movie. Because
Hey, I'm trying to keep an open mind.
I know, but I kind of got an idea what kind of things you like, and that's not really what.
Yeah,
you
the
like.
cheesy stuff, huh?
No, not necessarily, but some of the cheesy stuff you do like. And I mean, it was a good movie. It was all right.
Oh, that's right. I have Hulu. I can start watching stuff on there too.
You have Hulu?
Because of Sprint.
Oh, really? When did they do that?
About a month or so ago.
Man, I may have to go back. Well, you're gonna have to give me your password so I can watch Hulu on.
Yeah. Well, it's connected through my Sprint bill.
Well, you're gonna have to give me your passwords and stuff, so I
I
can.
will.
And I'll give you my password to Amazon or something that you can go in there and watch Amazon movies and stuff.
Oh, so we can have Trisha's place too?
Trisha's place, yeah.
You're right.
Anyway, all right. So, well, where do we want to start here? There's a lot of things going. Oh, I could have done. Oh my! I didn't even think of this. Oh, hey, why did it go to there? Well, that's not good.
Wait a minute.
That wasn't what I
Some
wanted.
guy
All right,
just
so.
said Michael talks. And
Well, where do we want to start here? There's a lot of things going. Oh, I could have done. Oh my!
to reminisce about Back to the Future, and even Nietzsche has Hulu.
Oh well. So what? What's that make him better? Well, that doesn't work. That talent thing is supposed to be that button there.
Maybe that's because it thinks we're not talented enough.
I'm going to have to delete that talent button because that's not going to
No,
work.
just change the name of it. It just
No,
doesn't
no.
think we're
The
talented.
problem is that the buttons I pushed that I assigned to do that, I don't know why that one in particular.
Didn't you change that to this? To these
No,
two?
because these are our.
Okay. Our screens. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do it by hand this time because
What's the media?
media is the intro and the,
okay.
extra. The intro and extra. Outro. All right, let's get to work. We had some deaths this week. And some very, very big deaths, actually.
I know.
More than you know, because we missed one. We missed a pretty big one. You wouldn't know him by name. You would know him by what he's done.
Okay.
And the one that you missed. And I'm really surprised because you get them all. I wake up in the morning and I look in my email and it said, "Oh, geez, another one died."
Another one bites dust.
And you missed this one, and I don't know how you missed this one.
I probably saw it and it didn't
Hi,
click.
Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
So
Well, it didn't. It's the name.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know his name, but you do know what he's done. So we'll do the two that you do know first, and then we'll do the third one that you don't know. And here we go with the first one. And this is the one that I'll tell you what. These two, actually all three, I really have to say I'm sad that all three of them died because these guys, even though they were older men, it's really sad because they're people that I have I've always liked a lot, and the one guy, like I said, you wouldn't know until you hear what he's done. So I'm going to talk about this one first. The easiest one is Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller, of course, everyone knows from the Seinfeld show, but Jerry Stiller actually has a lot more stuff than the Seinfeld show. Obviously, he's the father of Ben Stiller, who is pretty big in the movie industry himself. In fact, he probably surpassed his dad as far as fame goes because of all the things he's done. But Ben Stiller, the son, did Zoolander and Heavyweights, Hot Pursuit, Heartbreak Kid, Zoolander 2, and has done, well, I should say, was the father? I'm sorry. Oh, he appeared in those as well as his son, but he also did. Jerry Stiller also did voiceovers for Lion King. It says 1.5. I don't know what the 1.5 is. Planes, Fire and Rescue, and it says late in his career he was known for playing grumpy and eccentric characters. Sounds like me. grumpy and eccentric.
When are you grumpy? You're
All the
not
time.
one of the seven dwarfs.
I'm always grumpy.
You are not.
Anyway, some of the things he did. It says here. This is the thing. I hope it carry. It says it. He was born to Bella and where's his dad? Bella and William Stiller. His dad was born in 1896. 1896.
Wow.
His mother was born in 1902. His father was a bus driver. And so that, it's kind of funny to think about it, but, you know, who would have thought that he would have become an actor and all that? But he came from a comedy background, a pretty big comedy background. His wife, of course, was Ann Mira. And now, is Ann Mira still alive?
Click on her Wikipedia.
I'm just checking here to see. Spouse, Ann Mira, died in 2015. Okay. They were a good comedy team, and they actually were in, what was the name of the group? Second City, I think. Let me see here. I want to say it was Second City. But it says here, Stiller and Mira, composed of Stiller and wife Ann Mira, were successful through the 1960s. Now, obviously, that's before both of our times of watching TV, with numerous television appearances on the variety show like Ed Sullivan. Then it says they broke up the act before it broke up their marriage, and subsequently forged a career in radio commercials, notably the Blue Nun Wine. They also starred in their own syndicated 5-minute sketch comedy show on the radio, Take 5 with Stiller and Mira, from 1977 to 78. That's a good year. From 79 to 82, they hosted the HBO Sneak Previews, a half-hour show produced monthly on which they describe movies and programs to be featured on the coming month. We should get that job. Mm-hmm. We do that already. They ought to do that.
That's true.
What are you doing? You're thinking I cheated and lied to you.
No.
I was going to say, I gave you the spreadsheet.
No, you didn't. You gave it to Ashley.
I sent you the stuff on Saturday when you said that that he died. I sent you a copy of the actual spreadsheet.
Yes, but I want to be able to look at it on my phone. Like 2019, I can get into.
I'm going to get it right now to show you that it is indeed neither of us
Well,
made
this
any
way I
points.
won't have to keep asking you.
I gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
I did. Saturday I gave it to you.
You gave me a screenshot.
Yes. What do you want?
The access.
You don't need it. Right there it is.
I want the access so I can see for myself.
Ashley's disqualified.
Then we ought to split hers up.
I thought about that. We could do that.
I think we should.
We could do that. But the important thing is that you already have 1 point. You don't deserve to be a pig and take 2. And you didn't win anyway because...
Hey, I still have the rest of the year.
There it is.
I know that's last year. I can see that on this.
Well, you can see it here, too. I sent you that screenshot that showed just ours. And so you are ahead as it is. You don't deserve another one. So don't be greedy. So, anyway. You interrupted my...
Sorry.
Okay. But, hey,
Is it Buddy
hey, Walter
down here
and Maud.
snorting?
Who's Walter? Who's Walter and Maud? Is Walter? I don't.
I guess he's talking about you and me.
Well, but who are they? I don't know.
You must be Walter.
Well, that's pretty smart. I can't believe you believe
Yeah,
that.
but see, when I hear Walter, I think of Jeff Dunham's...
I do too. Okay. Anyway, they did some comedy sketches of their own. The duo had a 1986 TV sitcom, The Stiller and Mira Show, and I believe they were with. I'm trying to see where it says. It doesn't say they were with. Somebody said earlier. I heard it this morning that they were actually on Second City. So if they were on Second City, that was a pretty big thing too. So anyway. They were in all kinds. I mean, from 1970, they were in Lovers and Other Strangers, all the way up to 2016, Zoolander 2. He was on that, and they had a. I mean, if you look through these, there's a lot of movies that I've seen, like Zoolander 2. I saw Zoolander 1. I didn't see Planes, Fire, and Rescue. Oh, that was maybe I did see that. That was an animated movie. I may have seen that. That's 2014. Let's see, Heartbreak Kid. I don't know if I saw that or I probably saw that. That was 2007. No, I wasn't doing a lot of movies then. But anyway, he was in a lot of pretty big movies. And they had a lot of pretty big TV things that they were doing too. Carol Burnett, Paul Lynde Show, Rhoda, Phyllis, The Love Boat, of course. They're always everybody was in The Love Boat in the 70s. And Archie Bunker's Place, Heart to Heart. So he was in a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, and a lot of stage shows, stuff that in 1954, The Golden Apple. He was in 1997. He was in The Three Sisters. He won Primetime Emmy Awards for Seinfeld. Oh, I'm sorry, nominee. Oh, he was only nominated. He was nominated for Seinfeld in 1997. He was nominated for a Grammy. Married to Laughter, a Love Story. He was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for Hairspray, and they also have a star. Him and his wife have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, I mean, he had a pretty full career. So that's they definitely have nothing to complain about. So.
Okay, so the question or the answer to your question, who are Walter and Maude?
Yeah.
They are from the show Maude, where B. Arthur played Maude.
Oh, okay, well, that's a good thing, because I never watched anything she did, ever.
Yeah, I know. But if you have Hulu, you can watch The Golden Girls.
I would never, ever. I mean, if I watched just one episode of that, not only would I lose my man card for life,
you've already lost it, so what's it matter?
I would lose my genitals, too.
You'd already lost your man card.
Granted, I don't use them, but... anyway. So that's...
you just need to keep an open mind and just remember, say, I'm a journalist, I have to keep an open mind.
Okay. How long have you known me?
I think too long sometimes.
And how long have I had an open mind?
Too long sometimes.
I haven't even had one yet.
What, a mind? Okay, I'll go with that.
I haven't had an open mind or a closed mind. I gotta make sure I turn this down. It looks like let's see, that's number 4. That's down way down. There we are. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's him. Then we lost Little Richard at 87. The king of rock and roll who scared and changed America. That would be a good way to call it. I mean, man, I read a lot of stuff about him.
Okay, now, let me ask you a question, because I've been wondering about this.
Okay.
If Little Richard is considered the rock and roll king, then what's Elvis as the king of rock and roll?
No. He's the rock and roll king who scared and changed America.
Okay.
And the reason being, in his day, first off, you didn't have a black man that took control the way he did of the stage, not to mention a black gay man who was gay, then he wasn't, then he was, then he wasn't, then he wasn't. His history is... he has a heck of a history. The stuff he was black, sexually fluid, and playing devil's music. Now, back in the time of him, you don't play... I mean, this was... Huh?
Nothing. Just the song I heard him do once.
Well, he did a lot of songs that sticks in my head. But Little Richard terrified America. This is... In the mid-50s, he was the real king of rock and roll. He did it before Elvis did it, and probably better. He was one of a kind. Chuck Berry was around at that point. He was more than willing to play the showbiz. Chuck Berry was clearly a new star when he broke in, but his performance while red hot was almost cerebral, built on remarkable lyrics and signature guitar licks. And Jerry Lee Lewis was explosive and menacing, but didn't have the long string of hits. He's had more hits than probably anybody. Well, probably not anybody, but a lot for that time. And it says here, Little Richard threatened the cultural status quo. Now that being straight, white culture, and especially the none of his contemporaries did. He flouted convention long before the Beatles and the Stones, and he redefined showmanship before Jimi Hendrix and Prince had stepped on the stage. Even before Prince was even born, he really changed. I would be willing to tell you that Prince took a lot of things from him.
I would, I think you're right.
Yeah, because he was dancing on the stage, doing all kinds of crazy stuff before Prince ever really thought of it. And Jimi Hendrix probably admired him, but Jimi Hendrix was something totally different than anything. Born Little Richard. He was born Little Richard. No, he was born Richard Wayne Penniman.
He was Little Richard when he was born. He was just a tyke.
He was a little guy. The world feels a bit less wild for the loss. And I'll tell you, this, I didn't even know he was still alive, and it just is really kind of funny when I think about it, because I hadn't thought of him in years. But this guy, he was one of a kind. Mm-hmm. I hope this is the same one that had the story.
And I think, if I remember reading someplace that is who Mark Merrow took his wrestling persona after.
Yes. He was. So it says, just listen to Richard's first singles on Specialty Records, Long Tall Sally. That was remade by a couple of rock guys. Mm-hmm. Good Golly Miss Molly, Rip It Up, and of course Tutti Frutti. The song recorded in 15 minutes. I mean, that's an amazing feat right there. And actually, I'm afraid to play it because they'll get me on this. I was gonna play the. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna start doing karaoke of the band of Whoever Dies, and I'll sing it. Then I don't have to worry about somebody taking it off. But anyway, he just was an amazing, one of a kind guy.
So, let me ask you this: if you have Little Richard as the king of rock and roll. Uh-huh. Okay, of course he then that did go to Elvis, but I'm saying wasn't he the original king of rock and roll?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, then you have Michael Jackson as the king of pop.
Okay.
You have Aretha Franklin as the queen of soul.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like there's a pattern that you can only be royalty if you're not white or not. You see what I mean?
Elvis is not white.
Well, I know. Aside from him, he's the exception. But it seems like, okay, then you've got Slick, who was what? What was Slick's title? I can't remember
Anyway.
Okay, I've had 2 easy days at work, so forgive me. My brain's on overload.
So it was, he paved the way for artists like David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, and Prince, who taught us that we should accept ourselves for who we are, not as others want us to be. I wonder if I have... I bet you this is the one I think that I... Oh, no, that's not. No, I want to see... That's not the one I want. I had... Where's it at?
A puppy dog, you're snoring awful loud.
Oh, that was okay, that's the one that did both of them. This one interview I had that I read, it was talking about he said that he always portrayed himself as straight in the very beginning, because you can't, in that time being gay is kind of difficult. And then when he said he was gay, It was a different chapter in his life. And then he became religious and renounced his gaydom and said that he is straight now. And then he denounced his denouncement. He went back and forth because
Why didn't he just say he was bisexual then?
well, back in that time, I don't think you could get away with that.
Oh.
I think that it's an issue with the timing. I mean, today you could come out and say you're gay, and that wouldn't really matter to anyone, because a lot of guys that have come out and did that, it really hasn't affected their career. But back then, to be gay and black, when you had a tough enough time being black, and then to be gay and black, and he was very flamboyant. You know, it was just tough because I thought I put that article in here about him going back and forth between saying he was gay and not gay, but I guess this isn't the article. I guess I grabbed the wrong article. But it was just it was a shame that he couldn't be himself. He had to be what he felt the public would accept. And then when he decided to be himself, he would renounce himself.
Right.
And say that God took his gaydom away and he was, really straight now, and then he'd end up being gay, quote unquote, being gay again. So, I mean, I understand that it's just a shame that he couldn't be himself because of the times. And now it would be probably a lot more accepted. It would be more accepted. And I mean,
maybe he was
think
just
about
doing
this.
it as a way to keep his name out there.
If it weren't for him, people like Boy George
Right.
would have had a really, really much tougher time than he had. People like Freddie Mercury, people like David Bowie, who was very flamboyant. All these guys would not have gotten anywhere if it weren't for him. So I really appreciate his talent, and I saw clips of him many times when he was on TV and stuff, and I loved the fact that he just had a lot of energy, and he just was able to give us a show. He believed in putting on a show.
Well, like Nietzsche just said, don't forget, Elton John tried to fight it for years.
Elton John is another one that, I mean, he even got married, I believe, to a woman. I think so did
Yeah.
he. I think he got married to a woman too. And fortunately, look at Elton John now. He's got kids and a husband, and
Yeah.
I guess he's a husband.
Yeah, it's a husband.
And he's happier than he's ever been. He's if you remember watching that movie, he was the whole time he was trying to find himself. He couldn't do it. He couldn't find himself because he had to be someone that
Right.
he wasn't. But yet he would do things that you would guarantee he was gay. And I'll tell you, my older brother was such a bigot and such. He would say Elton John is not gay. He swore up and down that he is not gay because he was just such a great musician. It has nothing to do with it. There are a lot of great musicians that are gay or bisexual, or
What does being gay have to do with whether or not you're a great musician?
if you're a redneck.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was truly...
He'd find any way not to... Got it.
He was, who was the other one he said was absolute... Oh, no, who was the other one? Think about it. Think about the time stuff. He's in the time, towards the end of his... towards the 70s, who was another guy that was... No one thought he was gay, and he was clearly gay. Liberace.
Yeah.
I remember my mom and grandmother swearing up and down, this man is not gay. And at my young age, you couldn't convince me he was not gay. Just a big candelabra on his piano and all that stuff. He was definitely gay. Okay, so the third person that died, now there were a bunch of people that died, because obviously we lost Kenny Rogers. And by the way, Kenny Rogers, I heard something today, or was
He
it
released
today?
his new song
No,
after his death.
One of the first bands he was in was a rock band.
Oh.
Actually, a rock band that did really well. And I can't remember the name of the song now, and I should have written that down. Dagnabbit, I can't remember. Anyway, the last but not least is Bill Withers. Now, you're saying, who the hell is Bill Withers?
Yeah, I don't even remember that
Well,
name.
you would know Bill Withers not because of his name, but because of the songs he did. Bill Withers has a huge list of songs that you know. And, ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Oh! Did he write that or did he sing
He
it?
did, both.
Okay.
He won an award for that. He actually, just the two of us, we can make
Okay,
it if
yeah.
we try, just the two of us. That was his. How about Lean on Me when you're not strong? He did all those songs. He did a ton of songs. Look at the references for his stuff.
Holy cannoli!
Now let's take it a step further and see if we can get in trouble with Amazon using Amazon. Because he did not only those songs, but a ton of other songs that you would also be familiar with. Again, he's one of these guys that you may not recognize his name, but he had a lot of stuff that he really did do that we are all familiar with. I'm going to see if I can get away with this. I will probably not. Bill Withers' greatest hits.
Wow.
I'm going to pull that up, I think. Let's see. The Essential Bill Withers. Yeah, Lean on Me, the best of Bill Withers. Only somebody's selling his CD for $106.
Oh!
Well, I mean, nobody has it. So somebody's going to get that. But let's see here. Here's his Essential. Okay. See if I can play this or not. I don't know if it's going to play or not. Okay, let's try this. I know. Yeah, he's skipping. Got to hit the... I was singing this in the shower the other day. When she's gone. That was Rob Noxious's intro music. This is called Harlem. I don't know this one. Here's Grandma's Hands. Whoops, what'd I do? Oh, rats, I hit the wrong button. Grandma's Hands, I don't know what this one is.
Yeah, I've never heard that one.
Hope she'll be happier. Better Off Dead. Just looking for the ones I know. He had a great voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is. Here's the one I was looking for. This one. Until you use me up.
Your timing's off.
I couldn't remember. This was when I was a kid. This was a big song. This was a huge song. I love this song. There were a couple other ones here. Of course, obviously this one. I mean, this is a classic song. And this was in that movie, Lean on Me. Wasn't that the name of the movie, too? Lean on Me? I don't know. It was, if not, it should have been.
I just sent that to Shannon.
What?
That song, Lean on Me.
Oh, well, there you go. Say it's her fault that he died. There was another one. What was the other ones? Anyway, that gives you an idea. He's been, I mean, for honest, this guy was definitely a huge name in the music business. So, the song is not, the song is in a lot of films. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. But I love that, the Use Me Up song. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I remember that song from when I was a kid, and I just, I love that song. Let me see. Check this one out here. Make sure that. Oh, that's the one I just did. There was some other songs he did too. I can't. Where's that? Which one did I do? Did I do this one or that one? Oh, they have the same songs on them. He did more than that. Live at Carnegie Hill, Still Bill, Best of. Here we go. See if there's any other ones on here. But anyway, like I said, you know, that was a man that we totally missed that one. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of, I don't think I even heard that he died. So that, that was one I can't believe I missed. And the other one was the Kenny Rogers thing was really interesting because of the fact that he was in a rock band that I actually heard the music from. And I actually, let's look up to see who he was. I can't remember the name of the band.
Who, Kenny Rogers?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because if nobody can see it. Look at that. Kenny Rogers is the first one that came up. I want to see what the name of that band was. It was... started with a group called the Scholars, who released Poor Little Doggy. And after some solo releases...
Rogers joined a jazz group called the Bobby Doyle 3.
Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, there we go.
And in
Christy-
1966,
it was
he joined the New
66,
Christie...
I think. Christy Mins-
New Christie Minstrels.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is the song. Just dropped in to see what what condition
my condition was in.
I
Oh,
didn't
yes,
know-
I remember that one.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for it, because that's a song I would have never put him. I never would have thought that he was in that band, and that was 1967. So that
You've
was
never heard that song?
no. I have. That's why I'm saying I never would have thought he did that song.
That's the only way I associate that song is with him, because that's the way I heard it for the first time.
Well, did you know he was in that band?
No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is that
I just dropped into...
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I never realized he was in that band until I heard this the other day, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. Because he's not... I would never have associated him with that band. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, that didn't skip the commercial. You were supposed to commit the...
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work. That sucks. Okay, this is that song. Yeah. Oh, which one is he? Which do you think he's the one on the right? Oh, that's probably him.
That one.
That's him. Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
The voice hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that song. Okay, I don't want to play too much of it because I won't. I'll get zapped. Look how many people were in that band too. You figure, how could they make money? Because that band had a lot of people. I got to stop that. I hate to stop it in the middle, but I know that they'll zap me because they are just like that.
With a taser.
No, they really irritate me because they keep pulling my stuff for stupid little things like that.
They're just jealous.
Well, I mean, I realize they have copyright things to worry about, but I mean, again, we're not stealing this. We're not using this for our own uses. We're giving Kenny Rogers his due because I like I said, I never knew he did this song, and this was another one I was singing in the shower. Once I found out he did this song, I started singing it, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know it was him. So anyway, that's the deaths we're talking about today. So,
Yeah, Little Richard, his timing wasn't right.
why is that?
Because I had him last year.
Oh, his timing was great. It was awesome. I really love the fact that he died this year versus last year.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't need any points. You're already winning.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Since we can't do the movies, I gotta win at something.
Well, I can't win the movies either because they freaking took that away from me.
Well, I'll make you a deal. When we're able to go back to seeing movies every week, I'll let you win the movies if you let me win the Deadpool.
You win the Deadpool every year. I have not won the Deadpool yet.
Exactly.
So, all right. All right, let's get on with it. I've got, we're going to start doing story time the next, we've got 14 weeks of story times. I'm going to actually sit and read them and record it. And I thought about this. I thought about this. I think I ought to do one, and then you ought to do one. And you can have your choice of which one you want to do. I'm going to record you. You don't have to worry about laughing too much. I'll give you the best recording that you give me.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think it would be fun because I'll do the weirdest ones.
I think we should call it what
Story time with Trash Talking Radio.
No, I had a better one. Oh crap! I can't. And it started with T's.
And
too.
we're gonna do
telling tales with trash.
And we're gonna do the beaver one again. Except this time I'm gonna read it.
Oh Lord!
Did you listen to it?
Yes, I heard it.
Did you like it? Did you laugh?
Let's just say it was hard for me to stay focused on the road because one, I was tired.
It was very
And two, I'm listening to that, and yeah, I was just like, "Oh my God, what's he gonna do to me? You're gonna be the death of me."
Hey, people give it to me, and I don't. I looked at it, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I played it, and I couldn't believe. And the woman that did it had me laughing as hard as the actual thing because she was laughing so hard, and. Because of that, I decided I want to do it straight-laced. I don't want to be laughing. I want to do it straight-laced like you're reading to a kid.
I saw one today. I forget where it was from, but it was about the monkey.
Yeah, Spank the Monkey.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't expect it to come from this person.
I'm going to give you a list of...
Hi, Greg.
I'm going to give you a list of movies that... or I shouldn't say of movies. A list of... where's it at? Did separate them, right? Maybe I can't tell you. Oh, here it is, story time. There it is. Here's All My Friends Are Dead. All My Friends Are Still Dead. And then we've got Mary Had a Little Pussy.
I can see you reading that one.
Then we have Put Tony's Balls in My Mouth.
Oh.
Says, then Come Swing With Me. And then there's Susie Likes to Look at Balls. I Need a New Bum.
That might be good for me.
Which one? I Need a New Bum?
Yep.
Okay. K is for Knife Ball, an alphabet of terrible advice. Spank the Monkey. Lends a Hand. Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Then we have D's Big Nuts. Nobody Likes a Cock Block. Do You Want to Play with My Balls? And then the Wonky Donkey.
Wonky Donkey I might have to do.
All right, I'm going to commit you to Wonky Donkey and what was the other one you said?
Yeah, one of them up there. Yeah, that one. I Need a New Bum.
Okay.
Because I got rid of mine finally.
Sorry. I've been. I have been. I listen to each of them. I know what they're all about, and they're all actually pretty good. So it's just we got to sit down. I hit record, and if you screw up, we back it up and do it again. So you don't have to worry about it. And we're going to show the images of of the book. We're going to show you the pages. As you're reading them, the crowd will see what you're reading, and to show that we're not making it up.
I haven't read a book like that in a very long time.
Well, see, that'll all change you. So you're not. It's not like I'm asking you to do them all. I'm asking you to do a couple, and I'm going to do a couple and see how they work. And if nobody likes them, we're going to not do anymore. We'll just kind of play that way.
That was just.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
I can just see how this is going to go over.
Oh, I hope it goes over well. I mean, we're providing a service. We're entertaining the people that have been shut in.
Older adult children.
No, we're entertaining all children.
Yeah.
Older and younger. I mean, because the younger kids, they don't have a clue.
Yeah, they wouldn't understand. Ouch, ouch. Boy, that tea looks awful dark.
I didn't. This is one of the Diet Pepsis I've.
Oh, that's a true bottle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I actually have been drinking less of them. I haven't had. I mean, no, the box I have upstairs is probably a month old. And
Okay.
I haven't used them. Maybe longer because I think I had.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right
Because I've been drinking so much tea, but I like an occasional Diet Pepsi. So I'm kind of glad I'm getting away from it and not doing as much. All right, so let's see here. Just checking to make sure. Okay, there's some good stuff. Okay, I'll go to entertainment because there's some good stuff in the entertainment. Oh, okay, that's the niche thing. I want to do this. Oh, here we go. There's the Little Richard thing. Let me see if one of these articles is the one I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Just want to see if this, because the one story that I read on him was amazing. Wasn't that one? I thought I put them all together, but I guess I didn't. Here it is. Little Richard and the Space Age got into gear at roughly the same time. Both administered heavy shots of heebie-jeebies to a complacent 1950s world. Those citizens, depending on where you were standing at the time, were frightened, appalled, or electrified by whatever was coming in their wake. That says a lot. If you think about it, up till then, you didn't have like anything bizarre like that. The people came out and they did their music, and then when they were done with their music. But he took it to the nth degree. He did lots of things that were not the norm. Now, if I can get this to come up so I can put the article in, it's not going to let me do that. Why is that? It's not. Oh, here we go. There's the Facebook one. Let's see. Here we go. And then the Twitter one. Give me the Twitter one. Don't be a pain in the butt. Mm-hmm. You should let me do the Twitter one. Alright. It's not going to let me do the Twitter one. Darn. There we go. Hold on here. Didn't mean to take a giant break on this, but it's not letting me post it. Okay. I think this is the article I was talking about. In different ways, Little Richard and Sputnik told this world, ready or not, the future is here. Sputnik, the satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957, and the future sounded like beep, beep, beep. Little Richard launched the out of the Chitlin circuit. It sounded like a wop, bop, a dop, boo.
Wop, bop, doo, bop, wop, bam, boom!
Thank you. The main point is that Richard Penniman, whose death at 87 was announced Saturday, kicked the doors open to rock and roll in more emphatic and earth-shaking ways than those that emerged at the same time. Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, and Buddy Holly each set in motion the sound that would change the universe. That's true. Because each of those guys, in their own way, did it their own way. Chuck Berry had a very rock and roll sound. Elvis Presley had rock and roll. Buddy Holly had rock and roll, but they're all kind of a different type of rock and roll.
It's like the rock and roll of the era,
Right.
I would think, yeah.
Yeah, it says none of them, not even Elvis, conveyed it, the raw, lit-up energy, the glittering bravura, the exuberant and infectious sense of abandonment that hits like Rip It Up, Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, Ready Teddy, Good Golly Miss Molly, Lucille, Keep a Knockin', and Jenny could
Wait a minute.
deliver.
Lucille, as in the one Kenny Rogers did?
No, I think
Because it almost sounds like all his songs have some sort of female name in them.
they did. Yeah. They did. He did a lot of that. He said, "I'm an originator. I am the emancipator. I am the architect of rock and roll." That's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Let's see here. There was something that I think this is the article. I hope this is the article. It's not the article. I wanted to. There's really a good article on him about him trying to live up to his parents' expectations and stuff like that, and he was never able to do that because of what he, of who he was. So, just a very interesting article. I wish I would have grabbed that article. I'm kind of bummed I didn't, but since I didn't, I'll move on. So, we're not going to bore the people with the same stuff I read already. But I really thought I thought I had that article. I could have sworn I had that article. Let me look here and see if this is that article. No. They were just talking about him wanting to, him getting in that hairstyle and stuff. Someone told him he should have a hairstyle like that, and he had the hairstyle like that. And just all the things that he did to try to find himself in this crazy world that had never been defined before, because no one had ever done what he had done. So I want to come back to that because that's pretty important. That's the Nietzsche thing. Bono celebrated his 60th birthday in U2.
Wow.
Now, the funny thing about this is he also decided that he's going to share we're not going to go through 60 of his songs, but his 60 songs that celebrated, that saved his life. 60 songs that saved his life. We're not going to do 60 songs. But I will tell you that I kind of looked at this and said, Luciano Pavarotti's Misera, the Sex Pistols, Anarchy of the UK, which actually doesn't surprise me because his band originally, when they came out, were kind of like, they were kind of like rebels when the first couple albums. Kanye West is on his list. Billie Eilish is on his list. David Bowie's on his list. I'm not real surprised about Bowie, but the song that they picked is "Life on Mars," which I would have said, if there was a Bowie song that sticks out in my head, it would be like, I would say I like a song like China Girl,
Yeah.
or a song like I don't want to go out, I want to stay home. I want some paper.
Well, you have Space Oddity,
Well, that one would
Rebel.
be Rebel is no.
Modern
Ashes to
Love.
Ash is one that stands out. China Girl stands out.
You know what? Every time I hear the
Heroes.
song Fame,
Yeah, Fame is another.
I
one.
think of that dance-off that you did for, what was it, PWR?
The one I won
Yeah, okay.
against Lou Albano.
Yeah, we'll see.
Beatles, of course, everyone's going to pick a Beatles. Ramones, The Clash. Those are a lot of those are rebellious bands, like Sex Pistols, the Ramones, The Clash. They were all rebellious bands. Public Enemy was a rebellious band.
Modern Love. I can remember
I love that
that
song.
one. Oh, yeah. Because that was still real good when I was in school. It's like you heard the first few notes and
You
you,
know
knew
what?
exactly what it was. No, we're not doing that game again.
No. I never changed the background. They haven't seen anything
Oh, jeez.
that I've been reading so far.
Well, that's okay.
Let me change the background. My macros aren't working, so things aren't working quite the way I expect them to work. So I'm going to do this. All right, there's that, and then put us back on. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work?
Because your talent over here is dead. The button,
Yeah, I
not
know,
me.
I know. Trust me, I know. There, we're kind of... Ooh, that looks bad